wah! But the emotional highlight of the convention was undoubtedly a speech by Khizr Khan, a lawyer, immigrant, and father of a fallen Muslim American soldier.
Donald Trump, you're asking Americans to trust you with their future. Let me ask you, have you even read the United States Constitution? I will gladly lend you my copy.
Oh, shit. That is an American founding document being inspirationally used as a middle finger. I did not know that was technically possible. And here's the thing. It wasn't even the most devastating part of Mr. Khan's speech.
Have you ever been to Arlington Cemetery? Go look at the graves of brave patriots who died defending United States of America. You will see all faiths, genders, and ethnicities. You have sacrificed nothing and no one.
Wow. That engendered in me a level of emotion that I did not think was possible after 16 months of this depressing campaign and 39 years on Earth as a British person. And yet, the truth here is, however incredible the surrogate speeches are, conventions are really judged by the performances of the two people on the party's ticket. So, how did they fare? Well, let's start with Tim Kaine, a human sweater vest. He's basically the portrait of a vice president that came with the frame. His speech was exactly as boring as you would expect, with the exception of his almost impressively bad Trump impression.
It's going to be great, believe me. We're going to build a wall and make Mexico pay for it, believe me. We're going to destroy ISIS so fast, believe me.
What the fuck was that? That doesn't sound like him at all. How is this man going to win an election if he couldn't even win a game of Cranium? I don't know, is it Jackie Gleason? Brad Garrett? Fuck it, Tim, just mould whoever it is out of clay. We have no chance here. And as for Hillary Clinton, on the night of her historic nomination, she stood before the nation in full Pitbull cosplay. She had a genuinely stupid amount of balloons dropped on her head. And in between, delivered a speech focusing on the actual job requirements of being president.
I sweat the details of policy, whether we're talking about the exact level of lead in the drinking water in Flint, Michigan, the number of mental health facilities in Iowa, or the cost of your prescription drugs. Because it's not just a detail if it's your kid, if it's your family. It's a big deal.
It was a kind of interesting approach. Instead of soaring rhetoric, the bulk of her speech was basically, I'm going to micromanage the shit out of this office. I'm going to get granular as fuck. Now drop the balloons and I will count them all. I'm all about the details. It was definitely a restrained speech to close a convention, especially when you compare it to the week before when Donald Trump essentially opened his mouth and exhaled a swarm of locusts. But now that both conventions are behind us, maybe we should try and take stock of what they have taught us about the current state of our two political parties. The DNC showed the Democrats to be a coalition of constantly squabbling, if fundamentally like-minded Katy Perry fans. And as for the RNC, it showed that the Republican Party doesn't seem to currently exist. Because, to all intents and purposes, we didn't really get a Republican convention this year. I mean, sure, there was a Cleveland-based gathering of delegates featuring all of Donald Trump's favourite family members and Tiffany, and celebrities whose most notable upcoming projects include the Emmy Awards in Memoriam Reel. Probably. But